So if it's not serving me, I'm not even going to entertain it no longer than a second. Once I realize that that's my brain making up stories and trying to convince me of a specific outcome, or trying to basically revisit old trauma that I already did it, that's when I just be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's stop here. Thank you for the thought. I do not acknowledge the thought. I don't relate to the thought here in 2025, and just move forward. Because, man, sometimes your own brain can play tricks on you. Sometimes your own brain, when you're not mentally healthy, sometimes it will literally play tricks on you. It will literally bring up your own trauma. It will bring up things that you experienced in the past, and then you will find yourself healing from things that you've already healed from. So the first step is recognizing the pattern, recognizing the cycle, and just acknowledging the things that you are thinking and just deadening it. Once you realize that my brain making up stories and trying to convince me of a specific outcome, or trying to basically revisit old trauma that I already did it, that's when I just be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's stop here. Thank you for the thought. I do not acknowledge the thought. I don't relate to the thought here in 2025, and just move forward. Because, man, sometimes your own brain can play tricks on you. Sometimes your own brain, when you're not mentally healthy, sometimes it will literally play tricks on you. It will literally bring up your own trauma. It will bring up things that you experienced in the past, and then you will find yourself healing from things that you've already healed from. No, I like to give y'all facts about this stuff, and my facts come specifically from the Bible. So I'm going to read this scripture. It says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." So basically, God is telling us to chill. I got this. I got you. Stop worrying. Stop borrowing stress from the future. It's not worth it. Let's get real for a second. Overthinking thrives on drama. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. It takes you to feel something so small for it to blow up like an IMAX movie. And then once you start to believe it, you start to overanalyze the thought. Like, for an example, you start to say like, oh, I know she did this because when she such and such, she didn't answer the phone, or when this such and such, they didn't answer, and this is that. I lost myself self-sabotaging a bunch of my relationships because I would literally sit at home with nothing to do and just make up shit. And then boom, I just become the certified crash out of 2025 because I constantly make up shit. You will constantly, when you don't have much to do and you sitting at home with not much to do, your brain will start to create problems. An idle mind is a devil's worshiper. When you are not constantly busy, constantly finding things to do just to keep your mind busy and off, just whatever you experiencing, just to keep your mind off of whatever you're experiencing, whatever your delays, setbacks, whatever it is today. When you're not busy and you just sitting at home processing things that you experienced, you tend to start bringing up past traumas that you had already healed from. When you sitting at home with not much to do, your mind will start to play tricks on you. Your mind will become the devil worshiper. You have to keep a busy mind in order to keep peace in your life, especially when you already dealing with trauma, dealing with extra baggage, dealing with financial issues, just dealing with a whole bunch of different things. You have to find your certain level of peace and not let these stories that you are creating consume you. And then another thing is, like, when you get those thoughts, you have a choice to believe those thoughts. You have a choice to say like, hey, is this fear talking, or is this my reality? Is this fear talking to myself? Because it'll come in so quick, and it's tricky. You will think that it's you talking, but whole time it's the devil. It's the devil playing tricks on you. The devil will literally play with your brain An idle mind is a devil worshiper. Like, is this my reality or is this fear talking? Because fear will have you doubting yourself. Fear will have you putting off things that you want to do. Fear will have you not going through what you want to go through to. So many business ideas that I had to stop. So many projects that I've came up with, so much stuff that I came up with that I never did because a fear mindset. So stop and ask yourself before you get deep into a place that you can't come back from. Stop and ask yourself, is this fear talking? Am I letting fear dictate my overall life? Am I letting fear take over my thoughts? Am I letting fear dictate what I do, when I do it, where I go, who I go with? Don't let fear consume you. Let me go to a Bible scripture. It says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, think about such things. Focus on what's real, not the stories your mind is making up. Focus on your reality. Focus on things that you can control in your day-to-day life. Don't spend your time focusing on things that your unhealthy mind is creating for you. Your mind will play off of things that you have already experienced, and sometimes it'll bring up your past traumas that you have already healed from. So now it's 2025 and you're healing, and now you have to re-heal from something that happened in 2000. Focus on what's real. Focus on your reality. Focus on what matters today, right here, right now. Don't let a broken, unhealthy mindset create problems in a new world. Like, don't allow that. Don't allow that. In Philippians, let me go to it. It says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, think about such things. Meaning, whatever you know to be is true, whatever you have proven facts on, whatever you can prove, basically, whatever you can prove is true. Focus on that. Don't focus on stories that your mind create in your head. That is nothing but the devil trying to knock you off your game. The devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. And in this way, he is killing your thoughts and replacing it with fearful thoughts. He is destroying your thoughts by replacing it with fearful thoughts. He is destroying your brain to the point where it will literally go into your day-to-day life. Your day-to-day life you will not even be able to tackle your day-to-day life things because you letting fear consume you. So now how you show up to the real world, it will be in a fearful manner, and it'll have you suffering from confidence issues. It'll have you questioning the smallest thing. Like, you'll be like, oh, I want McDonald's, or I want Chick-fil-A, whatever fast food you eat at. You'll be like, oh, I want Chick-fil-A, and then it'll have you questioning it. Like, do I really want this, or do I want this? Babe, that is your brain playing tricks on you. That is the first sign of knowing that your brain is playing tricks on you. You don't have to call around, get everybody's opinion, get confirmation about this, that. No, you don't have to do any of that. That's your brain playing tricks on you, because you can call a wrong person and the wrong person give you wrong advice. Now everything that you thought about, everything that you have planned, it goes to a shithole, because you no longer believe in your thought that you had. You no longer believe in the steps that you thought would be great to take to manifest something so big, because you called the wrong person out of fear. Don't let fear, doubt, negative self-talk keep you stagnant in a place that you know you have outgrown. You're stuck in a overthinking loop. Set a timer. Like all seriousness, set a timer. Give yourself like 5 minutes to think it through, and then cut it off. When the timer goes off, it's time to, because you don't have time to waste on a problem that don't have a solution. It didn't have a solution in 2000. It's damn sure not about to have a solution in 2025. 5 minutes is all you're going to get. And really and truly, 5 minutes is too much for a problem that you don't have a solution to. You have to master your thoughts so you can master your time. Let's keep it a buck, baby. Overthinking is procrastination dressed in a cute ass outfit. But in all naturality, you did not want to do it anyway. So that's why you started overthinking. Just to have an escape route. Just to keep justifying your delays. Just to keep, oh, I need this or I need that. No, babe. You overthinking because you are afraid. You afraid because you letting the fearful thoughts consume you. Let it go. Don't be fooled. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. You are the master of your mind. You have to master your mind in order to excel. I don't know if I'm speaking right. I don't know if I'm speaking it right. But don't let it fool you. Don't let like, oh, I overthink a lot, or oh, I'm just a natural overthinker. No, you are a natural procrastinator, because if you stop overthinking and if you didn't have those thoughts, you would naturally have to do the things you said you were going to do. But instead, you're going to overthink so you cannot commit to the things you said you were going to do. And once you don't commit to the things you say you were going to do, then that's when the confidence issues come in. That's when the negative self-talk come in. In order to escape the negative self-talk and the fearful beliefs and the fearful thoughts or whatever negative traumas or whatever the hell you suffering with, you have to master your overthinking. Once you master your overthinking, then you master your procrastination. Some things you just have to say, look, I tried it my way not working, I surrender to you. I surrender to you. I know that you can do all things. You created the universe. You created the trees. You created all of this that we're walking on. So I know you can do the unthinkable. Once you surrender and you give the problems to God, then you're supposed to shift your focus. Remember, the more you focus on what's wrong, the bigger it gets. The more you sit there and ponder on a problem or something traumatic that you experienced, the bigger it get. And now you healing in 2025 from something that happened in 2000. The more you water a seed, the bigger it grows. So, when you shift your focus to gratitude, the good stuff grows. Here's the scripture for it. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. Let God's joy be your anchor. Here's the scripture. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Pray on it, release it, and let it go. It's above me now. Once I already talked to God about it, that is me committing to let it go. That is me committing to cast my worries, my anxieties, my fears onto Him. Once I spoke to Him about it, once I brought it to His attention, you have to believe that He is going to do the unthinkable. You can't just pray and then when you constantly having repetitive thoughts about old stuff that you experienced once again back in 2000 or back in 2019, it's time to reshift the energy. Real progress is what matters. And honestly, some of the most beautiful moments in life come from the things you didn't plan. So stop trying to be perfect. Nobody has time for that in 2025. Let me help you on your journey. Click the link in my bios. Get your one-on-one coaching. I have ebooks. I also have fitness plans in there as well. Check out my Instagram. It's _P Christiana. Let's connect and let me help you along your journey. Glow up. Become the best version of yourself and thrive unapologetically. Click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts. Thank you all.